Hey everybody, happy Monday. So I just finished a talk with a group, and we were talking about stress and where it starts in the mind and what we can do in the body and how it starts to dampen our spirit. And I do believe that stress can sometimes come from us not honoring who we desire being, and it can create some internal turmoil. So I want to share with you 3 things that you can do, or the 3-step process to getting unstuck. So first off, if this applies to you, what is that area? Is it new habits that you've not adopted because it's felt hard? Is it a big decision that you've just been putting off making, like ripping off the Band-Aid? What is it for you? Where might you feel a little bit stuck, a little bit uncertain, a little bit like you're not honoring yourself? The first thing we want to do is just acknowledge that. Write it on paper. Get it out of your head. When it's in our head, we can create the best arguments and justifications and all of that stuff out of the head onto paper so you can see it separate from yourself. And I would encourage you to include the thoughts, the emotions, whatever is coming to you, get that out on paper. I'm feeling stuck because I'm afraid to make this decision, right? That's the example. Number 2, ask. Now, I think that we often betray our own intelligence by searching for it outside of us. We think other people have the answers. We use Google, like I'm so guilty of this. We use Google like it's our life coach and like it knows exactly what we should do. We have the answers within us. We just have to be brave enough to ask ourselves the question and let the answers come. So some of the questions you might ask. One of my favorites, how is this serving me right now? Like, how is being stuck serving me? And by the way, your mind's going to go in. It's going to say, well, it's not. We need to change it. That's not true. It is serving you somehow. That's why you've held on to it. Maybe it is, well, it's allowed me to play small, which feels safer. It's allowed me not to fail. I'm terrified of failing. Like, there's information you're going to get from that. So acknowledge it. Allow it, how it has served you to come through. Then you might ask yourself, how is it holding me back? And the hardest part with asking ourselves this question is to ensure that the answers come from us, deep within us, and not from what we think the world believes we should think. That's a tough one. But when you're putting the answers down, ask yourself, is that my answer? Or is that an answer of, I should want more. I should be, no shoulds allowed, okay? The last couple of things you may consider asking yourself, this is from Byron Katie's The Work. Who would I be without this thought or feeling? Who would I be if I wasn't scared to make this decision? How would I act then? Who would I be on the other side of it? What is a more ideal situation here? Just asking ourselves some like future visioning, taking away the situation altogether and seeing what remains can be very powerful. I'll just say it again. The answers are within you. We have to give ourselves space and ask the questions in order for that wisdom to come through. Okay, number 3, act. Acknowledge, ask, act. What is one action I could take today that would help be a baby step to getting out of this fear? Or honoring that habit, honoring that big decision, one baby step. We are often waiting for the giant leap that needs to happen for like the habit to take shape or the new decision. But honestly, our life unfolds in baby steps. I had this when we were in Sedona doing our site visit for our retreat last year. We were walking. We're probably like 45 minutes into this. And I felt like we were just walking a normal trail. And I'm like, I thought we were hiking here. Are we ever going to get up this mountain? Because it felt so easy and simple. And I'm pretty sure somebody tapped me on the shoulder and was like, hey, you might want to turn around. And I look and holy crap, we were so high. It didn't feel that way. And I was like, if that ain't a metaphor for life. It unfolds in the baby steps. Do one thing you can do to honor that place. I created Conscious Habit because I have been in places where I felt so stuck and I didn't want to feel that way. And I realized through creating this habit of consciousness, through controlling what we're able to control inside of us, that we actually dance with life easier. And so this acknowledge, ask, and act is just little steps we can do to help manage the manageables within us, get ourselves unstuck, get ourselves to a place we would rather be. As always, I'm so grateful for anybody who takes the time to like, watch, and share these videos. It's really helpful to help spread the word. So thank you for that. And if there's some things that you're doing that are working for you to get you unstuck, maybe it's books, maybe it's resources, I would love to hear about that in the comments. As always, go make it a great day.